And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Race is presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter along with our odds maker Keith Fusel. A big Friday show to get to. Some nice, beautiful wintertime weather today here at Laurel Park. We'll have a fast track at Stronach 5 Friday. Stronach 5 paid $19,000 last Friday. We'll get to all that. But first, let's recap Monday. A lot of people made a lot of money here last weekend. We had the big Sprint Fest Winter Carnival with 5 stake races. It was a big day for the Maryland Breds. Majestic Reason in the Barbara Fritchie, and then you had Always Mining, the 4-year-old for Kelly Rubley. That was Saturday. Stronach 5, $19,000 last Friday. But how about last Monday? We had live racing for President's Day. They took down the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. They took it down. That's race 7. Let's take a look here. Race 8, it was Rookie Salsa, an even money shot for Claudio Gonzalez. Rookie Salsa won the last race Monday. They hit the Pick 6 for almost $32,000. Congratulations, whoever hit the Pick 6. Late Pick 5 on Monday paid $4,300. The big price of the day, the kind of a controversial race, race 7, Taco Supreme won the race as the favorite, 3-5. Got taken down. Balivor gets put up at 27-1. Right. Things are going well for the Carlos Mencia barn. Big put up there with Balivor for his owner, Michael Sheffries.
Balivor off a little time. Yeah, a little bit of pinballing through the stretch. Taco Supreme ran a real gutsy race, Fortunately, was taken down, had to work his way between horses, and narrow decision there. But unfortunately, there goes the objection and everything, a little switcheroo. But Balivor, off a little time. I did not see him moving up like that off a time and running that big of an effort. I was down New Orleans watching that race at the fairgrounds. I saw a little bit of maybe a slight closing lean to the track on Monday. Gave him a little shot. I used him underneath, believe it or not, in some exactas, but did not think he would, run that strong, and then gets put up.
The interesting thing was whoever had Balivor had all in the last race. Every horse in the last race, all 6 of them were singles. So whoever took down the Pick 6 for almost $32,000, well done. You had Balivor, and then you had all in the finale. So some big payouts last weekend here at Laurel Park. Let's get right to it. It's Stronach 5 Friday. Stronach 5 starts race 8 today with that guaranteed $100,000 pool. Industry low, 12% takeout. It's a $1 minimum play, a little harder than most of the multi-race wagers. That's why it pays so big each and every week. So all eyes of the country on Laurel Park today, race 8, as we kick off the popular national wager. Race 8, that's a beaten nickel. I have a 9-2 shot on top there in race 8. That's going to go off about 3:50 Eastern time. Race leg B is Gulfstream Park. Race 7, leg C, Golden Gate Fields. Race 3, leg D, Santa Anita. Race 3, and leg E is Gulfstream Park. Race 10. It's a tough sequence. Let's show you my ticket real quick.
All right.
We'll pop it up here. You can study this ticket, all of our plays for today, on the website, laurelpark.com. Underneath the handicapping section. It's a tough beaten nickel with 9 horses in there going a mile in race 8. I'm going to single on a 9-2 shot. The 8, Sir Douglas, coming off a positive race for trainer Michael Gorham and jockey Sheldon Russell. The favorite in there, Caladan, on the drop. First off the claim for Farrier. Been the beaten favored 3 of his last 4 starts. I'm a little worried about Seabray coming off the layoff for the red-hot Carlos Mencia. You have a video we'll show him of Seabray when we get to race 8. So I'm going to go with the key horse. I gave you a key horse last Friday. That was the Farrier favored Unbridled Outlaw. That horse paid $3.
Correct.
Then I had the $9 horse in leg B, and then it paid big in C, D, and E. And you got $19,000 for the Stronach 5 last Friday. So let's see if I can kick it off with a 9-2 single with the 8, Sir Douglas. To kick off this Stronach 5. It's a tough race. A state-bred allowance going a mile on the turf. Leg B at Gulfstream. Leg C at Golden Gate. That's a beaten 8,000, 5.5. How about Kenta Sormo? He's doing well up there at Golden Gate. I like the horse he's on in leg C. Leg D, that's Santa Anita, race 3, 6.5 on the dirt. Then leg E, big field, maiden 25, going a mile on the turf at Gulfstream. So both the legs at Gulfstream, big fields on the turf. Tough sequence today. See if I can get a single home in leg A.
That was your angle last week. It took it a little bit, just couldn't connect late. But, that dollar wager, you've got to really strategize. And if you're confident in one horse, I like your way to go ahead and single it. and then spread around that. So yeah, Kenny DeSorma up Golden Gate now, huh?
Yeah, Kent DeSorma up at Golden Gate. The kid's doing well up there. Now, I haven't been on with you since Saturday morning. Right. Saturday was a big day. It was our Sprint Fest Winter Carnival. I ran the table. My first perfect day. Gave out both winning pick fives.
Awesome.
Had the early pick five for $1.37. Late pick five paid over $1,100. How about Majestic Reason? You had her 4-1 morning line.
Yeah.
How in the world did she go off at 10-1 in the Barbara Fritchie? I had her as my key horse.
I know you did. And I looked up, and as soon as the race they crossed the wire, I texted you, said, "Great, great job." I don't know, honestly.
You had her lined right. The bettors let her, and she was just crowned Maryland bred champion a couple nights ago. So it was a big day for the Maryland breds last weekend. Let's get right to it. It's a couple nice handicapping tournaments to tell you about. We have the Cure the Winter Blues handicapping tournament. That started last Saturday. We're going to have that every Saturday till about mid-March, all right? It's a $10 entry fee. You have weekly prizes plus a whole tournament prize at the end. So check that out on the website, laurelpark.com, or go to guest services, first floor of the clubhouse. We'll have the Cure the Blues handicapping tournament tomorrow. The big tournament coming up Saturday, March 14th, the Champions Handicapping Tournament. This is one of the biggest tournaments of the year. Right. It's popular. It's well played. It's in the sports bar here at Laurel Park. Registration now open. Guaranteed $33,000 in prizes. Then you choose your berth to the big one, the NHC, the Breeders' Cup Betting Challenge. Always a big turnout here for the Champions Handicapping Tournament.
Absolutely. They line up as I'm pulling in off of Whiskey Bottom. I know what day it is with the parking and everything. It's always a big crowd, and you can propel yourself to really, really good opportunity there in one of those other three tournaments down the road.
And it's going to be a big day. So we have the handicapping tournament on Saturday, March 14th. It's going to be another Super Stakes Saturday, March 14th. It's National Pie Day Stakes, 4 $100,000 stakes. Top 3-year-olds will fight it out in the private terms. You'll have Claudio Gonzalez in there with Lepta, the Miracle Wood winner. And then you have the 3-year-old fillies. You have Maldonado, have Naughty Thoughts in there, the Beyond the Wire stakes. And then the older horses, Harrison E. Johnson. Maybe we'll see Always Mining back in there. And then you have the Nellie Morris. So big Super Stakes Saturday to go along with that Champions Handicapping Tournament.
Yeah, the way they're kind of spaced out, you can follow some of the horses from just last week moving forward to the 14th. You like that. Maybe renew some rivalries. That's what we need in this game. All
right, so that's coming up Saturday, March 14th. Where were you this day back in 1975? A little chestnut by the name of Affirmed was born this day. Happy birthday to the Triple Crown champ. Let's show you what he would do 3 years later, 1978. Here's the stretch run of the 1978 Preakness.
They're into the stretch. 3/16 of a mile to go. Affirmed holds that lead. Alidar up on the outside to join the leaders. They come on down to the 8th pole. It's Alidar on the outside. Affirmed along the rail. Inside the 8th pole, it's Affirmed holding a slight lead. Alidar's charging at him. Coming on to the 16th pole, it's Affirmed. Alidar on the outside. They come on down to the finish. Affirmed and Alidar. Here's the finish. Affirmed.
And, of course, he'd go on to win the Belmont Stakes and win the Triple Crown. That was the late Dick Woolley with the call there back in the 78 Preakness. He called 3 Triple Crown winners back in the 70s. Secretariat, Seattle Slew, and then Affirmed. So after Affirmed, you almost had a Triple Crown winner in 79 with Spectacular Bid. And then you had a bunch of almost Triple Crown winners, but it wasn't until 2015, American Pharaoh, and then Justify in 2018. Will we see another Triple Crown winner this year? Bob Baffert, who trained American Pharaoh and Justify, he is just absolutely locked and loaded. I can't keep up with all the 3-year-olds he has. Charlatan, Nadal, he's a couple other ones. He probably has one that hadn't run yet. That might be better than, who knows. Baffert's loaded this year, isn't he?
He might have 5 or 6. You don't even know. I mean, it's just pick your poison with him.
He already qualified for the Preakness with one of them, the El Camino Real Derby winner up there at Golden Gate. So get your tickets now. Preakness 145 Saturday, May 16th, the middle jewel of the Triple Crown, the People's Race, the People's Party. Tickets on sale now. Preakness.com for all your tickets and information for Preakness and Black Eyed Susan Day. And I believe the big announcements for the bands in the Enfield Fest, I think they're coming out next week. I saw somewhere on Twitter. So
Very
Enfield
good.
Fest, tickets on sale. Everything's on sale for the Preakness. Let's get right to it here. Show you a picture here of the main track. Beautiful day today, a crisp, cool winter day here at Laurel Park. We'll have a perfect, fair play and fast racetrack. Temperature 28, winds northwest at 6.9 miles per hour. They're working on the track. Looks like it'll be perfect here in about 55 minutes.
Looking good, yeah. Really a clear, crisp day outside. Not terrible. You can get out to the rail if you want.
Sure.
And, maybe rush back in after the race. It's not terrible out there, especially with that sun shining. And I think the temps are supposed to pick up a little bit as we move on.
All right, good stuff. Let's get right to it here. Race 1's going to kick off the popular early pick 5. Mandatory payout on this early pick 5. Industry low, 12% takeout. I have a ticket for the early pick 5. You can hit this ticket all day long. It might be a little chalky early pick 5, but my ticket's only $24. Toy. David Hayden's going to invite all of his friends and family. This is a payday for the homebred Toy for trainer Mike Trombetta, Alex Centron. He should win by the length of the stretch. So you single on the 6 Toy in race 1. There's only 4 runners in race 2. I hit the all button there. Maybe I can get a 7-2 or 9-2 shot home there in race 2. Race 3, I have the 3 Brighton Lane on top, getting a class relief today for Kenny Decker. Second off the layoff, had trouble in that early February race, but the 4 Shaytax is going to be a tough favorite in there. So I go 3-4 in race 3. Lawn Boy for the Red Hot Carlos Mancilla. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'll key on Lawn Boy. What a race he ran last out. We'll show you that video. Lawn Boy's 4-5. He looks like he'll gallop in race 4, so I have 2 singles, and I hit the all button there in race 5. There's 6 runners in there. I use all 6. Maybe I can get a 5-6-1 shot home there in the 5th. Maybe I can get a $200 early pick 5 with a couple short price singles and using the all button in a couple races. What do you think here?
I like it. I mean, Carlos has got 3 in today. They all got their live. I mean, obviously Lawn Boy's going to be awfully strong. Seabray late. The other one's going to be a little bit of a price, WW Springtime, but Carlos, can't stop him. Just try to contain him, right? I guess that's the deal with him right now.
Seabray, I don't have Seabray. He makes me nervous in race 8 to kick off.
I think he should make you nervous. Yeah.
The barn's red hot. We'll show you a
video. Ran a firster the other day, right? That got in a little trouble. Still ran big. Got
Carlos.
left at the gate. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, let's take a look here. Race 1, a maiden special weight for straight 3-year-olds going a mile and a 16th. Scratch to 5, Dreams of Yvonne. The 6 Toy, 3-5 morning line with the scratch. Going to be about 1-5 here. A homebred for Dark Hollow Farm and Mike Trombetta, well seasoned, hasn't run a bad race. Alex Centron's been aboard the last 2. Couple real good seconds. Order for Porky. That's a real nice horse that beat Toy last out and a sharp second the time before. So now he gets a mile and a 60, gets 2 turns for the first time today, and it looks like he'll absolutely love it, especially against this group.
Yeah, pretty versatile. He looks like he's going to be. I mean, not extremely fast. You'd like to see him, if you got him running a little bit quicker. Might make a jump in here, a mile and a 16th. Yeah, draws a shorter field. We've got video, right?
No video.
No, we
here
don't.
in
That's
race
right.
1.
That's right. We didn't go video on him. I had him marked, but then you're right, took it off. But anyhow, there's not any real true speed in here. He may just inherit the lead, Stan, from out there and go ahead and walk the dog. I'll try to beat him. I know taking a shot here with the 2 Barbaroni, but looking at the breeding, there's speed in there. Got off poorly at Turfway, a little bit of late life through the stretch. I know we're dealing with a 5% trainer, but hey, working forwardly, just taking a shot that maybe he'll break and show that speed that I see in the bloodlines.
All right, he'll be a nice big price if you can beat the 1-5 favorite here in the opener. You'll have a nice big multi-race ticket. I don't try to beat him. How about it? There's 3 horses in here by Super Saver.
Right.
Your top pick, Barbaroni, the 3 Bold Quest, the 4 Super Dancer, Bold Quest, the 3 a first-timer for Phil Schoenthal. They paid $180,000 for this guy as a yearling at Keeneland. Toledo rides, a couple okay works. A tough assignment to go 2 turns, though, in debut.
Mare was pretty good, though. 5 for 23 was very quick. Ran in the upper 80s, in the 90s on synthetic. Has 2 siblings to race, 1 winner, that being Long, on the turf. So the route, I guess is within it. I mean, $180,000 purchase. You're open here.
Sure.
You put up that kind of money. Can this horse get the route of ground? But Barbaroni's got 3 dirt-winning siblings too. So just take a little shot. I mean, Toy, maybe he's going to be one of those horses who likes to run second and third. Who knows?
All right, so short price favored in the opener. Let's turn the page. Race 2 is going to kick off. The early pick 4. Nice starter allowance for filly and mares going 6.5 furlongs. Keith has an early pick 4 ticket. Let's check it out, see how he plays it.
Yeah, $18. Not going to cost you too much. Get you started with the 1 and the 4, Dancy and Messing Around. I think they're the 2 most logical stakes on the plane. I don't know where that race came from last time, but back with Kieran, I guess you could worry about that one and throw him in. Third race, the 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to use Brighton Lane as well, Stan. He brings his best or close to his best. He certainly can be there and beat that group. In the fourth, Lawn Boy, a short price, 4 to 5, maybe even shorter when it's all said and done. I go with Kosher Contract, the 4, and the 6, Successful Zip. That's where we're going to have to get our value. And in the fifth, the 1, 4, and 7. Charge to Victory. I think he's going to be inside speed in here. Colonel Sharp coming back, though. He looks awfully tough with the company that he's kept. $18 ticket.
All right, very affordable play for the early pick 4 starting in race 2. Update here from my main man, Ronnie Girardo, Julian Pimentel's agent. He's texting in. He's watching the show. He saw us talking about the big stakes day we have coming up March 14th. He's saying Arafana is going to run March 14th. That talented older filly. She's a 4-year-old for Kelly Rubley. I guess Arafana being the Nellie Morse that day. All right, so it could be a real big day for the Kelly Rubley barn, Arafana, and the Nellie Morse. Maybe Always Mining in the Harrison E. Johnsons. That's coming up March 14th. Thanks for the update, Ronnie. All right, so here we go. Race 2, 6.5 furlongs, and 8,000 starter allowance. Filly mares 4 and up. Optional claiming 16,000. Scratch to 3. Uphill battle. Take out the 5 and the 6 as well. They were long shots. I go with the 7. Stakes on a Plane, my top pick here. Yeah, big win last out. That was for Claudio. Won by 6.5 against 16,000. 3 life. That was early January. Kieran claimed the filly that day for 16,000. She's a 5-year-old mare now. Much deeper water now. She's not eligible. She's not eligible for the 8 starters. So they have her in for the 16,000. I guess they wait the 30 days and then they have her right back in for 16. Tougher race today. They get 5 pounds off with Wisman. Wisman should get a beautiful stalking trip on the outside. I like the spacing in between races. A good, useful maintenance half-mile work at Pimlico recently for the 7 Stakes on a Plane. So it looks like all systems sitting on go here for the 7. Kieran off to a big start to the new year.
Barn rolling right along. I just want to see it one more time, I guess. Good sealed surface last time, and with Claudia ran off the screen. It's never really kind of, it runs some good, decent back numbers. Nothing like that. Visually was strong. Let's see. I like the 1, Dancy, right back. And favoritism is going to go between the 1, 4, and 7. We have video of that most recent race, right, on the 26th. And also in this race is Messing Around, the 4-horse afternoon, who was, 2 to 5 this particular afternoon. On a good surface track, a little bit changing that afternoon. But I tell you, Dancy, awfully good. Dealt with a pretty quick horse to the inside in Tarawa. That was a Justin Nixon horse. I think it had been off time stand. Well, it had been run at Fort Erie in its most recent start, but it had a lot of speed. Dealt with that outside and is able to widen here late. Good angle here, second off of a layoff for Mark Reed. Following a good win. I think just enough time spaced in between races. Dancy can battle right back on the front end. Look at that, just kind of hand coast.
Gallops wins easy.
And extra 16th of a mile I'm not terribly concerned about. There you go.
Tricky assignment here from the rail going 6.5. This filly, a 7-year-old mare. She has enough early speed to get herself up there, be stalking the early flight, but she'll be in traffic. The 4, Messing Around's live, beaten favorite at this level last out. We just saw that video. Messing Around was second, so she's live. I hit the all button in this race. Call me Jelly Roll with a big win last out for open 12-5. Claimed by Linda Albert, steps up off the claim. 4-year-old filly's an 8-time winner here at Laurel Park. Kevin Gomez will ride, so the 2's live. I think all 4 are live in race 2. I hit the all button.
And I think Dancy, I think she gets an assist now with this scratch of Uphill Battle, who looked like in that other real main speed threat. So don't be surprised if she goes off the favorite here and it just tries to take the initiative from the inside.
All right, so a bunch of nice starter allowance races today. Nice one here in race 2 to kick off the early pick 4. The 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 will start fresh today in race 3. They hit it for about almost $32,000 last Monday. Congratulations if you're out there watching and you hit the Rainbow Pick 6. Hopefully you jump right back in today here at Laurel Park. We have a great card for you. Stronach 5 starts in race 8, but take a shot here on the Rainbow Pick 6. Starts in race 3. We're going 2 turns, mile and a 16th. 16,000 starter allowance, optional claiming 16,000 4-year-olds and upward to 3. Brighton Lane is getting a class relief today. This 7-year-old, he's made almost $250,000. He's a 2-time winner here at Laurel Park. He's been running against 2 other than Allowance Company. He had a couple months off this winter. He came back early February, steadied on the first turn, didn't run very well that day, was 56-1, got beat 25 lengths. That's kind of an ugly race, but he had trouble, so I'll give him an excuse. Kenny Decker does a nice job here. He's stabled here at Laurel Park. This horse gets a drop in class today. Weston Hamilton stays aboard, so I like that. You like the 3 a little bit as well.
I do. I mean, he's going to have to get back to one of his better races, and,
Sure.
and he got that race under his belt, had some trouble, so we can forgive his most recent effort. He's just faced some killers along the way, Stan, when you look back at his company lines. But I think Shatak, again, 2 turns, hasn't won at the 2 turns. I think today the flow is just going to be fine. May have to deal with Awesome DJ towards the front end, but kept on quite willingly against a tougher group. Let's Play 9, Absolve, Benintendi on the page 2 races back. I think it's going to be a comfortable flow. I fear the 2 here, Star in the Making as well. This horse looks like it's just pointing for a route. Look at the work pattern leading up to this, a most recent 7/8 workout on February the 9th. Claimed and a little bit of a raise. He's fine with this. I think he's 27%. Yeah, Jamie Ness, the last couple years on this kind of a move. So first off the claim, going a route of ground on the dirt. So that's a strong move here. They're confident, it looks like, the connections of Star in the Making.
All right, Jamie Ness has got career win number 3,000 the other day, so congratulations to the whole Jamie Ness outfit. Let's turn the page here. Race 4 is going to kick off. The late pick 5 paid $4,300 on Monday, so no carryover today, but as always, that industry low, 12% takeout on all the pick 5s. I'm going to wait till race 8 for a Stronach 5. I have a ticket for that. Also, race 4, we start the rolling super high 5. That bet features a low 15% takeout. We have it every race with 7 or more horses, so keep your eye on that throughout the day. Race 4, 5.5 furlong, 16,000 starter allowance, 4 and up. Never won 3, optional claiming 16,000. The 2, Lawn Boy, what a condition this is for Lawn Boy. Let's show you what he did. First off, the claim late January, stepping up from a maiden 10 win to allowance. He was 11-1 this day. Right here he is in front. Wow, he just gallops this day.
Didn't want to believe in the power of Carlos to people, right?
Right.
And gets the lead off the rail there, turning for home. And I tell you, Major Flirt goes right on up. And Lawn Boy says, I'm going to battle you right back here. Down to the inside, is going to get the victory by a hard-earned neck. 85 buyer. Almost 30-point jump in the fig, right, Stan, basically, off of that maiden 10 score. Right back at you. Look at this stat here for Carlos Amancia. The last 6 months on the dirt, 4 for 9. That's only 44%, Stan. Second off the claim with an ROI of 317. So, who's going to go with him? Will the 3 coming off of that maiden 16 race have enough to keep him honest?
You pick against Lawn Boy.
I'm going to take a shot. I'm hoping this 3 can just kind of go out there and pressure. That was an awfully big race, a little taxing late. If the 3, can go and hustle into the race like he did last time, handle the sloppy sealed surface, I think he'll be okay on a fast track. And had a little bit of an anxious moment there early when jumping tracks. JD, a great job to stay on. I think if we get enough pressure, successful Zip, he was hampered. Got a little trouble last time at the break, the 6, my top selection. Dropped back a little bit. Willing late life. They went awfully fast early. I think with a clear break and back with Cintron, he can drop in a little bit and measure that speed. He's got finish. He did a few races back at this 5.5 furlong distance.
All right, so we have a couple strong favorites here in this early pick 5 sequence. We have a strong favorite in the opener, strong favorite here in race 4. I'm putting them both on top. Keith's picking against them One of us to be right, one of us to be wrong.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the good news is there's a winner every race. So
That's
whoever's
exactly
wrong,
right.
you just wait for the next race and you try to be right the
got
next
it.
race. So all right, so Lawn Boy a short price favorite here in race 4. Let's get a quick commercial
All right.
break. Naomi Tucker has a nice late pick 4 ticket. That starts race 5. All eyes of the entire country on race 8 to kick off the Stronach 5. They bet almost $200,000 into it last Friday. A $3 horse won the first leg. It went on to pay $19,000. So we'll take a look at the Stronach 5 right after this.
Run Happy is simply super. He polishes off an outstanding campaign with a dominant victory in the Malibu.
No medication, no problem. Run Happy, standing at Claiborne Farm.
All right, welcome back. Race 5 is one of our features of the day. A nice upper level, 2 other than allowance race. Optional claiming $35,004 and up. We're going 6 furlongs. We kick off the late pick 4 in race 5. Naomi Tucker has a ticket for the late pick 4. Naomi will be on with me this afternoon. She'll be on all weekend. Tim Tulloch's off this weekend, so Naomi and I in the afternoon all weekend. Here's her late pick 4 ticket, $18 play. Race 5, she goes with the 1, Charge to Victory, and the 7. The 7's my top pick. Put the Glass Down for Jerry Englehart and Trevor McCarthy. And then 3, 4, 5 in race 6. Race 7, she goes 5, 9. Race 8, that's the first leg of the Stronach 5. She likes the 5, Caladan. That's going to be, that's your favored. That's your 2-1 morning line favorite. She likes the 8, Sir Douglas, 9-2, and she also likes the 9, Holy Week. I'm not a fan of Holy Week, but he is getting a drop today and gets Trevor McCarthy, and Holy Week's a big 8-1 there in race 8. So nice price in race 8 on her ticket.
That line, I might have that horse line a little too high.
Ugly race last time.
That's,
My goodness.
I took a shot that they're not gonna bet, but let's take a look at the 5th. Quality little race right here, huh? There's 2 other than optional.
Yeah, nice feature. I think the 7, Put the Glass Down for Jerry Englehart. Ran okay last time up at Aqueduct. Just ran 4th, but gets a big 86 Beyer speed figure. A big win at Monmouth last September. Trevor McCarthy will ride. The Beyer speed figures put this 4-year-old colt right there for Englehart. Likes to come from behind, so hopefully McCarthy can just get a trouble-free trip on the outside today.
Yeah, he works for me, no doubt. Englehart coming down, and I think your horse Charged to Victory last time. You said might have moved a little too early. What's he going to do today? I think he's going to run a little bit better. 6 furlongs. He might be a little quicker than the 3 WW Springtime if he's able to clear and relax. Charged to Victory with that 92 Beyer, 2 races back at Penn and an 89 going 5.5 against a good field here. He's going to be awfully tough. I go to the old vet here, Colonel Sharp, the 7-year-old, coming back. Hasn't been seen since early August, but the company lines are strong. He can run well. I'm not worried about this. And the workouts, once again, Hugh doesn't want this horse coming up Sharp. You got a horse like this. Let's get what you can right now.
Yep.
7. All right, we're going to lay him in for the tag. He's going to stalk and I think move right into it and go on by here late. Colonel Sharp, shorter price, but I've always been a fan of this racehorse.
Yeah, he's a nice horse. He's made $364,000. He's a stakes winner here at Laurel Park. Won the Dave Sren with 100 Beyer back in a little over a year ago. So he's getting a drop in class coming off the layoff, isn't he?
Yeah,
and for the 35.
He most certainly is.
All right, well, they made almost $250,000 with him back in 2018. Lightly raced in 2019, now coming off the layoff today. So nice upper level allowance feature there in race 5. Let's turn the page here. Race 6 to kick off. The late pick 3, 6 furlongs, $25,000 starter allowance. Filly mares are the conditions here. It's kind of a wide open $25,000 starter. Nice condition here. You have some nice filly mares in here. Some stakes winners in here. Limited View. The 3 Angel War is going to be my top pick. It looks like she's getting a drop in class today for Mike Gorham. Could be a big day for the Mike Gorham barn today, and jockey Sheldon Russell. Let's show you the race. Late December, the Willow on the move. She was a good 4th this day behind Majestic Reason. Angela War, kind of a wide trip this day, right?
Yeah, Angel. She had to work her way kind of in between horses. Baby Boss as clear as you can be right out on the front end. Yeah, Majestic Reason is going to get it done with a little sneaky trip going up inside of horses. But Angel at War, once again, she's 6. she's been running against some really good competition, but still trying, giving effort. You wonder, understand, with horses like this, something is it, too late? You're taking this drop now. I mean, it's the right move. Her numbers right, staying there, the lower mid 70s will work. Just, she's going to be a shorter price today. Is she going to get up? But I tell you, another one. Look at her record. She's been game as they come every step of the way. She's willing. She might be able to lay a little bit closer to this field. She's going to have some speed to target. The one's pretty quick, the two limited view. I got a suspicion Deep Red is going to come back and bring a good effort off the layoff. A gutsy win back in March in a two other than condition. Beating a horse like Wildcat Combat, who keys up against these horses, gets a perfect dream trip, I think, today. Fresh, will stalk the speed of the 1 and 2, and another one, kind of like Colonel Sharp's trip, going to be able to edge on by and hold on late. So Deep Red for me. I think you'll get 7-2, 4-1 for this Damon Dilladovico runner.
Well, she loves it here at Laurel Park. This is her home track for Dilladovico. All 18 of her races have been here at Laurel Park. She's made over $200,000 here at Laurel Park. So if she's fresh, she'll be fresh. If she's ready to go coming off the layoff, she'll be awfully tough. Nice starter allowance here in race 6. Let's turn the page. We got to get to the Stronach 5.
Okay.
Race 7, though, is going to kick off the late daily double, 6 furlongs. Nice $25,000 starter allowance for filly mares. Never won 2 in this race. My best bet of the day is the 2, Judy Blue Eyes for Claudio Gonzalez. Victor Carrasco will ride this 4-year-old daughter of Cal Nation. She's been knocking on the door at this level. Her last 4 starts, she's run 4 big races off the claim for Claudio. She's been the beaten favorite 2 of her last 3. I get that, and she's 0 for 6 here at Laurel Park. But I think she runs a big race. I think she's good enough to win it today. You like the 8. You have the 8 on top here. The 8, C Mamacita for Dilladovico. We have a video spotlight of this 4-year-old filly's last race late January. Here's the start.
I liked her off the mate scar. Yeah, watch this at the break. Just a little bit of a hop and a brush and a bump out of the gate, which puts her in a bad predicament right then and there, because I thought she was going to be forward against this group. Let's watch her around the turn. And those orange silks. Now she's just kind of caught up. We see the short comment, bottled up in between horses. Really nowhere to go this particular afternoon. Sexyama is going to go ahead with that wide move to get it done. And she was just in the free and clear. And see, Mamacita, she had to be pushed along a couple times. So, I mean, how many moves could she make, Stan? But look at her effort through the final 1/8 of a mile. She's still giving effort. I like that. I like her draw to the outside. Is she as quick as Talkback, who's just to her outside? Maybe not. But showing that effort, I think she can kind of sit just off of it and kind of attack around the turn. Judy Blue Eye, she was on the lead last time, or forcing the issue. I don't think you're going to see that today. Those internals were much slower last time out. I think she wants a target. She'll sit and make a move from off of it. She'll measure the speed. 8.293 for me.
All right.
Yep.
We like the same 4 filly mares there in race 7. All right, here we go. Race 8. All eyes of the country on race 8 today as we kick off the popular national wager, the Stronach 5, with that guaranteed $100,000 pool. They bet over $190,000 into it last Friday. Industry low 12% takeout means more cash back in your pocket when you hit the Stronach 5. It's a $1 minimum play. Let's take a look at the lineup of races. Starts Laurel Park, race 8. Big 9-horse field, about 3:50 Eastern time. Leg B is going to be Gulfstream Park, race 7. Leg C, Golden Gate Fields, race 3. Leg D is Santa Anita, race 3. Then leg E, Gulfstream Park, race 10. Let's take a look at my ticket for the Stronach 5, a $72 play. I used a single last Friday that won. That was Unbridled Outlaw at 3-5. That horse paid like $340 or something, and it still paid $19,000 last Friday. I'm going to go with a single in the first leg once again. No 3-5 shot, though. I'm going to go with the 9-2 single here. The 8, Sir Douglas, coming off a very positive race for trainer Mike Gorham and jockey Sheldon Russell. The other 4 legs are just tougher to handicap, so I go with a barn I like and a jockey I like and a horse that's in good form. So the 8, Sir Douglas, my key horse on the Stronach 5. Leg B at Gulfstream. That's a tough race, going a mile on the turf. State bred allowance, filly and mares. I'm 4 deep in that race. The 1 looking like a queen is going to be one of the favorites with Luis Saez aboard. The 4, Trilby with the Hall of Famer Edgar Prado. The 5, Lovely with Jose Ortiz, a good price. And my main man, Paco Lopez, has been good to me down there at Gulfstream. Paco's on the 7, Valley Date, my 12-1 blow-up horse in leg B. Leg C at Golden Gate. The 1 Going Away Parties 9-5. Kent DeSormo winning a bunch of races up at Golden Gate. He's on the 3 Owlsmere, and I also use the 6 in there, King Eddie. Leg D at Santa Anita. That's a 6.5 on the dirt. I'm 3 deep there with the 1, 2, and the 6, the favorites there in Leg D. Then Leg E, Gulfstream, going a mile turf, maiden 25 for 3-year-old fillies. The 1, Gia with Irad Ortiz Jr. It's going to be one of the favorites. Should get a real nice ground-saving trip from the rail. The 4, K-Series, your 7-2 favorite there from Mark Cassidy, Tyler Gaffalione. Positive race off the layoff, gets blinkers on today. So I'll go with last year's Preakness winning connections on the 4, K-Series and Leg E. Let's see if I can get my single home here in Leg A. Race 8's also the Quinella race. Last live race every racing day, low 10% takeout on the Quinella. Race 8 is the Quinella. We're going a flat mile, claiming 5,000, 4 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months. Never won 4 are the conditions. All right, you go with the Red Hot Barn coming off the layoff. The 2 Seabray. Let's start right there. 5-1 morning line. No scratches in this race. Weston Hamilton rides for Carlos Mencia. They have a big positive ROI together. Let's show you. Seabray's coming off the layoff today. Let's show you the race from April of 2019 against 5,000 starter allowance company this day. He was 12-1 in this spot.
And this is one of his better races on the page. Mile distance, just like we're going to get today. He stays down inside, makes a steady progression up the rail to just missed. Going to lose a heartbreaker here by a nose to Bob's My Uncle. But Sebray, claimed back in August off of a 53 race. But they get to use the waiver here, Stan. You can go ahead and protect. The way the barn's going right now, they're going a lot better than what they were back then.
Sure.
So, hey, I'll take the shot. Sebray is going to be ready to rock and roll here. Let's hope we can get 5-1 because I think a lot of money's going to come in on Caladan, dropping and moving into a condition race here for Tony Fair. Can we get 9-2, 5-1 on Sebray? I hope. Doesn't have a lot of speed. We might need a little bit of help up front. Maybe Parade of Nations can bring some of that speed back on Equivocal and Battle Ready, which would set it up for the late run of Sebray.
All right, so Sebray, he makes me nervous coming off the layoff for the Hot Barn. I use him third. My top pick here, the 8, Sir Douglas, the 2-1 favorite here, the 5, Caladan, coming off a negative race, dropping off the claim, been the beaten favorite 3 of his last 4, so he's a suspect favorite. So I go with the 8, Sir Douglas, coming off a positive race late January, going a mile at this level, was 7-1 that day. Didn't have the best trip, but gets up for a good second with a 65 Beyer speed figure. That's good enough for me. I know he's 0 for 9 here at Laurel Park, but he did have a productive 2-win campaign last year. I think Gorham, a good trainer, stabled here at Laurel, has this 6-year-old in good form right now. He'll be coming late, so hopefully he gives you a run for your money in the final strides today.
Yeah, did well to overcome some early adversity. Ran a pretty good final quarter of a mile. Can he pair that race up? That was a kind of a bigger jump in the Buyers than recent, but if he pairs and he gets a little flow, certainly he'll be rolling late there. Sir Douglas is a user for me as well. 2-5-8-1 to wrap up the card.
How about the favorite here, Caladan? Farrier won the first leg of the Stronach 5 last Friday with the short price favorite Unbridled Outlaw. Caladan's going to be the favorite once again today. He's been the beaten favorite 3 of his last 4. He's going in the wrong direction. Farrier claimed him when he was dropping into the 8,000. He just got beat 2.5 by Monkey's Meadow and Cuzzy's Western, who had both come back to win. So it wasn't that bad of an effort for Caladan. No. He gets a 61 Beyer. I mean, he's got the back races to win this one for fun. Look at the race last August. He just got beat a nose with a big 78 Beyer. So he'll be tough. He gets Jevion Toledo with a big stakes win in the wide country on Naughty Thoughts last Saturday. So good rider. Maybe Farrier just wants another reliable key horse
maybe
to kick
he's
off
the one.
the
He knows.
5.
Right. If he knows and he's good to go on that Stronach 5 and he can go ahead and single and move on and turn it into a pick for you. Caladan, beaten favorite 3 of his last 4. A little surprised to see him on the front last time. He is a horse that can kind of come from just off the pace, and maybe he'll do that this afternoon. I guess tough to really completely throw, Stan. But, when you're looking at that Stronach 5, that ticket can go up in a hurry if you start 3 and 4 in a race. But you got to trim somewhere. I agree with you. I'm going to take a shot against him in here.
All right, more Stronach 5 betting info at InTheMoneyPodcast.com. That's it. We're out of time. It's a big 9-race card here in Laurel Park. Race 8 to kick off the Stronach 5. They bet almost $200,000 into it last Friday. Paid over $19,000. What's it going to pay today? the Stronach 5. I go with the 9-2 shot. You like the 5-1 shot
Yeah.
coming off the layoff. So we both pick against the favorite here to kick off the Stronach 5.
All right.
All right, that's it. We're out of time. Dave Robbins coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck today.
Good luck.
All right.